A very good day to you people. My name is Mohit, and guys, today I'm going to show you how to bring in HTML formatted text as it is inside the Flash interface. I think it'll become much more clear if I show you a publish preview. So let me hit Control Enter on my keyboard, guys. I'm using Flash CS 5.5 Professional along with ActionScript 3. So here goes a Control Enter on my keyboard, guys, testing the movie. And the first line, which is in the color blue, says my name is Mohit Manuja, which indeed it is, and I train guys Flash and ActionScript 3 along with Dreamweaver CS 5.5. so the color, the formatting, all has been done in an external file. Alright, let me show you that external file. Okay, if I open up this folder, which is the new folder, it contains not only the SWF that you just saw, it contains the raw FLA file as well as the external file. And if I open up the external file, guys, you can see that I have an opening and a closing para tag. I also have an opening and closing font tag, right? And inside the font opening tag, I have the color attribute, which is imparting the blue color. I have the size attribute, which says that the size of the font should be 24, which indeed it is. And the face attribute, which says that the font used is Baskerville Old Face, which indeed it is, right? And then in the opening and the closing font tags, the text is my name is Mohit Manuja, correct? Okay, let's check out the second paragraph, which has the opening and the closing P tags or the para tags. The color is kind of reddish. The size is 22. The face or the font face is Century Gothic. Alright, and the text is I train guys Flash and ActionScript 3 along with Dreamweaver CS 5.5. So guys, both these paragraphs have been formatted using the font tag and the color and the size, the face attributes. Okay, cool. So let me go back to Dreamweaver. Right, so let me test it again, and then we'll go inside the actions panel and I'll show you how this was done. So the blue color, the reddish shade, everything has been done in the external file, guys, external txt file. Alright, and then I brought it over inside the Flash interface, inside the Swift file rather, and let's see how this was actually done. Guys, first thing, we have a container out here. It's nothing but it's a text area component. I'll tell you how I actually bought this text area component. I went to Window, I went down to Components, and then out here we have the text area component. There it is, guys. I pulled up the text area component, and then through the width and the height I increased the size to make it a little bigger anyways, and then I gave it an instance name, this text area. The instance name that I've given is my text container. Right, let me delete this extra text container and let me go inside the actions panel and explain the action script to you. Alright guys, a few Flash classes have been imported. Rather, they get imported themselves when I actually write the code. Let's see first the two variables that I've created. That's the first variable, which I've called external file, which is of the type URL request, which is equal to a new URL request. Actually refers to the external file that we are using here in this example, which has been named external file.txt. is this file, guys, that you just saw, a notepad txt file. So through the URL request class, we are requesting for that specific file. Alright, now we have a URL loader type of a variable. The variable text loader is of the type URL loader. Now we use the URL loader class, guys, to fetch sorry, external text documents, and here the external text file, which is external file.txt, is being loaded inside this loader, guys. Alright, Cool. So the variable text loader is then fetching the external file.txt. Alright, then guys, what I've done is I've added an event listener to the txt loader variable, and as soon as the loading is complete, guys, it's event.complete, I say that I need to run a function add to container, and all that this function says is that in the container, my text container dot HTML text property, guys, this is the my text container. If you remember, guys, the text area component has been given an instance name my text container, right? And my text container through the HTML text property. I'm sure most of you know the text property, but if you wish to bring in HTML formatted text, then you should not be using the text property, but instead you should be using the HTML text property. And guys, I've made it equal to the text loader, which is nothing but the variable that is holding the external file.txt and the data of that. Right, so the data of the text loader, that is what it is equal to. So what happens is when the loading gets complete, guys, loading gets complete, my text container is filled up with the data from the text loader, and that is exactly what is happening. So very short code, guys, a very short code, very effective code, and this code brings in the HTML formatted text inside this container. Guys, I have checked on the option condense wide. By default this should be off. It should be off on your system when you get it in. These are the component parameters for my text container. Put it on. If I keep it off, guys, see what will happen. See, guys, what has happened is in the published preview there's a big space between my name is Mohit and the other paragraph, which is iTrain guys flash and an ActionScript 3. So that was the reason when I selected my text container text area component, I kept the condense wide property on, and let me test it again. Alright, so when I condense the white area, that ensures that I do not get this unnecessary chunk of space. Also by default, guys, for this text area component, you should see that the text is editable, which means that I can remove some text, I can edit some text. Right, okay, so I'll quickly reiterate whatever we have just done, guys. This is the text area component. I bought the text area component from window components. Alright, shortcut key control F7. Then I adjusted the size of this container. Alright, I gave it an instance name of my text container. Then in the actions panel, guys, I a few classes got auto imported when I was typing this ActionScript 3. I've used a variable external file of the type URL request, hence requesting for the external file txt. Alright, and through the URL loader class, guys, I am fetching the external file and loading it inside the text container. Right, then I've added an event listener to the text loader variable, and once the loading is complete, guys, I'm adding the text to my text container, guys, through the HTML text property. Alright, and which I made it equal to text loader, which is this variable which holds the external txt file, guys, and through the data property. The data is nothing but the text inside, guys. So very short and effective code, guys. Right, so this is how you will load an external txt file which has already been formatted through HTML, guys. I hope you like this tutorial, guys. I'll see you very soon with yet another Flash and ActionScript 3 tutorial, or it could be Dreamweaver CS 5.5. Bye bye, peace.